Dear Mr. Falk, thank you very much for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you.
For the benefits of the audience, maybe if that's okay for you, you can introduce yourself and what you're doing for CLAAS.
Yes, I can introduce. So I'm starting at the year 2007 at CLAAS for the topic ERP. No? So it's not really PLM, but in the past I'm using also CATIA V4, and that was also part of my roadmap. And then we are starting with a PLM project, and because of that, I was also part of the PLM project. And then we built up a team for IT, for engineering especially. That was not done at CLAAS before in the year 2012. And since that time, I'm head of engineering IT at CLAAS side. That means I'm responsible for all the IT topics at CLAAS which are connected to IT in engineering.
Okay, so empowering CLAAS as a company to make sure you're producing, all of these beautiful products that we see on the field, when we are on the road, as you said this morning.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Very good. I understood that as part of this journey, you wanted everything to be data-driven, and data-driven is quite important on your process. Can you tell us more about why it is so critical for you?
Yes, so the data collection is very important for us. So we at many processes we collect data, but only today in silos, not in one management. So sometimes we miss the connection between the data. For example, so if a designer creates data in CATIA, afterwards it will be simulated in some simulation tools where we collect data. Afterwards, we have hardware in the loop, software in the loop, where we create also data, but not only in this environment. And we have many validation topics where we also collect data with data logger. It's also not connected to the PLM system. And my thinking is about that we connect this data also in the PLM system to have it available for all the persons who need this data. And we need it for sales and service, for marketing, also for sales, really. It's a request to have this information reliable for the customer, available for the farmer in that case.
It's interesting, what you're describing is really much, what we see in many companies. Somehow companies have built themselves with silos of systems, of tools, and of peoples, and it's difficult to create that continuity.
Yes.
And the belief that we have ourselves is that for companies for which the most important thing they do is their product, is the only way to create that continuity across the organization is to put the product at the center. Because as soon as you start projecting all of the data on the product, then the language becomes the same for everyone. Then the understanding becomes the same for everyone. And somehow the product, it's a good vehicle to carry the complexity of all of these data that you have across the organization. And I understand that this is globally what you're implementing with virtual twin experience. Can you tell us more about what you do with virtual twin experience and some specific use case?
Yes, I will do. The idea behind is that we connect 3D data to this measurement data. So if you have some issues, we found very easily the reason why there's an issue, because it's more connected, for example, for electrical or hydraulic pipes or steering modules, and you find it out very easily. And that will be also for our supplier of our products, will be helpful to find out issues. If also CLAAS machines has issues sometimes, and to reduce the time when they cannot work, so it's very important to have this data available. It's only to reducing time for the farmer where I can not use the CLAAS machines. That's the idea behind.
Yeah, I can totally picture that, and I can imagine, especially in your business, the difference in languages in between the farmer themselves, the dealers, the mechanics, the engineering people. Most probably they're not using the same words to describe the same system, and having it in 3D is making it
much easier. Yeah,
clear for everyone.
Point. Yes, exactly.
I also understand, by the way, as part of what you are deploying, that you started to invest into AI-driven similarities in between parts through the system, one-part solution for sourcing and standardization. And you're trying to leverage this type of AI technology to maximize reuse and also potentially procurement optimization one day. Can you tell us more about that?
Could be for the second one, but we are starting with reuse of the parts because we think we have a high benefit of that. And this benefit, I told you, 15 people at CLAAS, we can use for other projects. That's the idea behind. Because of the effort, we have to create new parts. Will be going down from my point of view, and also from the perspective of the design departments. So they told us the value. It's not decided by IT. They told us we test this functionality before, and with the outcome of the testing, they told us, okay, we are aware about we can spend 15 people out of the design department.
That's quite impressive. But it is true that this, what we have observed ourselves is a diversity management. Is something that is difficult to keep in control in organization, and there is very quickly a massive explosion of the number of unique parts, which leads to massive indirect costs in terms of resources. And if you can control that, the impact is serious. And 15 people, that's quite a lot of people in an organization like yours.
It's quite a lot. We are coming from design amount of about 840 people, round about. And if you're reducing 15 people, it's a lot, yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mr. Falk, for sharing your thought and your insight with us here in the Netherlands this week.
Yeah, thanks to you to ask me.
Thank you.